You got promoted because you were brilliant at your job, and now you're struggling as a leader, and nobody's telling you why. It's not your confidence, it's not your competence, it's the gaps, the ones nobody talks about. Let me guess what happened. They promoted you. Congratulations. Then the communication moved to Teams and Outlook. The mentorship completely disappeared. You were expected to figure it out. When you struggled, they said, you need more confidence, more executive presence, more fill in the blank. But here is what they did not say. They promoted you into isolation, into a culture that wasn't built for how you think or how you communicate, into a role with zero support, and then blame you when it got hard. Hi, I'm Dr. 𝗂𝗵𝗵𝗶𝗄 with 3 decades of experience as a technical expert. I've served as a physicist, a project manager within several industries, a business analyst, and a corporate leader. I currently serve as a leadership coach, the author of *The Effect, and I've spent years helping technical professionals like engineers, scientists, and analysts transition from expert to leader without losing themselves in the process. And here is what I know. The leadership advice we were given, it doesn't work for us. It doesn't work for you. Not because you're not doing it correctly or you're doing it wrong, but because it was never designed for technical experts navigating cultural differences, systematic isolation, and the impossible expectation to perform confidence you don't have. And that's why I created this series, The Leadership Gap Nobody Talks About. And over the next 12 episodes, we're going to unpack the real challenges you're facing. Episode 1, the leadership isolation crisis, and how to build a 3-person support system in 1 week. Episode 2, what executive presence really means. Here's a spoiler alert, it's cultural code switching. Episode 3, the confidence competent gap, why being the best at your job does not prepare you to lead. Episode 4, the support gap that organizations create and what to do when they won't fix it. Episode 5, the 3 questions to ask before you accept that promotion. Episode 6, your first 90 days, what to do and what not to do. Episode 7, when your team doesn't respect you, how to lead through resistance. Episode 8, the delegation trap, why you can't let go and how to finally do it. Episode 9, the burnout no one sees coming and how to sustainably lead. Episode 10, the difficult conversation you're avoiding, performance conversations that actually work. Episode 11, when you make a mistake as a leader, how to recover without losing credibility. And finally, episode 12, the responsibility to impact model, the complete framework that ties it all together. Look, I recently worked with a technical leader who was drowning, brilliant engineer, completely isolated in leadership, second guessing every decision, convinced they'd made a mistake accepting the role. In 1 week, we built them a 3-person support system, internal confidence, external mentorship, and peer advocacy. The result? They stopped surviving and started leading with clarity, with backup, with confidence that wasn't fake, it was earned. That's what's possible when you understand the gaps and learn how to close them. This series isn't generic leadership advice. This is the responsibility to impact model, a framework that's specifically designed for technical professionals who think differently, communicate differently, and lead differently. It's not about faking it until you make it. It's about taking responsibility for your leadership journey and creating the impact you were promoted to deliver without losing who you are in the process. Now, here's what I need for you to do. Subscribe to this channel so you don't miss a single episode. New videos are going to drop daily over the next 2 weeks. Secondly, I want you to start with episode 1, the leadership isolation crisis, and learn how to build your support system this week. The link is in the description. And then thirdly, drop a comment below and tell me what's the biggest leadership challenge you're facing right now. I read every copy, and your question might become our next episode. Listen to me. You are not broken. You are not lacking confidence. You are a technical professional navigating a system that wasn't built for you. And it's time to stop fixing yourself and start building the support, strategies, and the framework that actually works. Leadership doesn't have to be lonely. You weren't meant to figure this out alone. Welcome to the leadership gap nobody talks about. Let's close the gap together.